Okay, so that's what we got going on during this full moon. Leos, if you're still in the chat, let me see some flames. Let me see some tigers, the lions. I'm not scared of lions and tigers. And that was a good one. I mean, what's her name? Jasmine Sullivan. I said Jennifer Hudson last time. The J's fucked me up. I'll be calling everybody all different type of shit up here. But shout out to that good sister Jasmine Sullivan. She did something with that song. Sister ain't scared, and she probably got some Leo placement saying that shit. All right, but shout out to my Leo sun risings. All right, Chiron and the North Node have been pushing you to embrace the display and expression of your knowledge, dealing with transformation and individuality in general. Aries in the ninth house, y'all be having knowledge about how to transform shit, and you are trying. So it could be so much different things. Like it could be something you dealing with a homegirl, they into something creative, you helping them how to positively transform that. You got somebody else navigating something in career, you helping them how to positively transform that. You got knowledge and wisdom of understanding how somebody initiating a transformation in their life aligns with their expression and their self-identity in some type of way. All right. But you got Chiron and North Node here. So you don't feel adequate with your knowledge. You feel like I shouldn't be displaying this. How am I going to teach somebody? Who going to fucking listen to my knowledge in some type of shape or form? You can't think like that right now. That's part of overcoming that battle. And remember what I said about the North Node in the ninth house. This energy is all about experiencing and exploring. But eventually you got to turn into the teacher. So if you got the North Node in transiting Aries in the ninth house, you dealt with mad life transformations in general. Leo sun rising, your life transform a lot. So you start gaining knowledge and wisdom on how to deal with the transformations of life. That should just turn into general knowledge and wisdom on how to deal with navigating unexpected changes, transformations in the career spaces. If you got planets in Aries, when those things transform, whatever planets you have in Aries, you got Venus in Aries, love matters be transforming this, that, and third. You got mad knowledge and wisdom on how to come back, bounce back, heal from that shit. All right. So these are things that you're being pushed to to make sure you displaying the expression of it in a mild way in your daily life, in a major way on that motherfucking stage on a broader scale. All right. This is a trine, so you're intuitive and you understand that you have to be intentional about what you'd like to personally explore and experience in this lifetime. Regardless of who you associate yourself with, regardless how you're trying to look, how you're trying to be seen to others in the world, you have to take initiative and intention for what you want to explore, learn in the ninth house. Give a fuck about what people around you think, Leo. Your ass want to go be an esthetician. Your ass want to go to the spiritual retreat school. Your ass want to major in this. Your ass want to go back to school in this. Your ass want to move over here. It's Aries. You got to be able to make that decision on your own. Time to be intentional about that, regardless of what others think, especially your third house, the purge house. Any form of wisdom that you believe you haven't capitalized on, especially when it comes into something you know you can change or transform, will be heavy on the spirit throughout the season. It's something you know you have the knowledge to transform, but you're just sitting on the knowledge and the knowledge in the head, though, is here. You're not even going to seek the bitch. It's something you want to transform with career. It's something you want to transform with your life circumstances. But you're looking for some outside insight or some type of shape or form. Whatever that is, that's heavy on the conscious that you know you could change because something that you have experienced and you know that if it's heavy on the subconscious, heavy on the spirit throughout Aries season, you got to use that. You got to use them gems in that area. All right. People may have challenged your beliefs in some type of way, and this is a time to be confident attaching them to your self-identity. So let's say right now, Aries in the ninth house, Leo sun rising. Let's say there's been something you've been exercising, something you've been learning, experiencing. Ease messed me up. Something you've been exploring, experiencing, learning. It might be something spiritual. It might be something that you're into in a more creative sense, this and a third. But you feel like, Leo really care about how they look too, and Leo want to be liked. Yeah, I'm a Libra, so we in the same box. We some want to be like ass niggas. But with that being said, though, this may be a time right now that you need to break. You need to break through any self-identity barriers when it comes into making decisions for something that you're gonna express, that that you have knowledge of. Not feeling like, damn, I'm gonna look weird, I'm gonna look different, this, that, and the third. You have knowledge and wisdom of something that can help bring transformation to others, and you naturally charismatic, and you have a certain dynamic to your expression that is able to gain attention. You're a Leo sun rising. I posted this earlier on my IG and my story. As a Leo dominant, especially a Leo sun, you have so much power being able to manipulate attention. Look at Soldier Boy. couple of years ago when he went on that crazy ass run. Who, Drake? Nigga had a baggy ass headbands. Nigga was making jokes about this, that, and third. But that nigga manipulated the fuck out of that attention. That nigga that shit turned his career to a whole nother level. He started branding new shit, new opportunities, this, that, and third. When Leos get intentional about manipulating the attention that they gain, it's a whole different, y'all turn into some beasts. All right. But this is a time to understand and learn how to do that. Okay. And it's gonna be cultivated through people trying to challenge your beliefs. Anything that you feel like people are projecting on, as far as you really be into that, you really be into tarot, you really be studying that, you really want to go experience that, this, that, third. That's God letting you know you better go do that shit. Look at they unconfident ass, insecurity projecting ass on you, because they don't have the awareness you have about something, and they scared to do something you willing to take a risk with in some type of shape or form. All right, to bring a new experience into your life. That's just confirmation. All right, but the third house is the purge. How does your surroundings or social circle enable you to stay comfortable when it comes into exploring that adventuring, Leo sunrises? Do you feel a sense of loyalty with your social circle that's turning into a detriment when it comes into your personal sense of exploration and education? So a little bit similar to what I was talking about with Gemini, since you got Libra in the third house. Now, Libra's very relatable. You put it in the third house. A lot of Leo suns rises. Y'all done got into shit when y'all was younger, being too extra relatable to things going on in your neighborhood. Don't let people in your neighborhood start praising you for something that ain't good. You get praised for some negative shit. And now you jumping into too much of a relatable energy. You getting a feel of that Venus and your sun sextile. Ooh, sun and Venus together. That's a dangerous couple. Because you got the ego, which already gets high off of praise. Now it's making contact with something dealing with Venus, so it's feeling itself. Now it's feeling itself on another level. That be happening to you in your third house sometimes, Leo sunrise. Sometimes your third house, the reason we can't tell you anything. Your sun already got his own ego. But then how you may have been praised and exalted and gassed up in your third house, in your neighborhood, where you from. A lot of Leos probably say where the fuck they from. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. Nigga, I'm from Compton. Be ready to rep the third house, because the third house minions with Libra in there be ready to fight for you. Okay, but is your loyalty to your third house a detriment right now? And if they are, these relationships can get purged around this time. All right. Is it time for a change? Is it time for a change when it comes into your surroundings? If there's any attachments that you have in this space that's holding you back from experiencing unfamiliar grounds, if there's any attachments that you have in this space that's holding you back from experiencing unfamiliar grounds, will be purged. Period. You got to be able to break out your third right now. You got all different type of new experiences in 9,000. You got people ready to exalt you for the knowledge, wisdom, or creative efforts that bring transformation into their life. You think you just putting your music out. You think you just making a page with a brand for this, that, and the third. You think you just expressing this, that, and the third, not knowing what type of transformative effect it's having in other people's lives. Just because the third house can't see the value in something that you're trying to project out into the world doesn't mean that their outlook on what you got going on is the world's outlook. That is your third house. That is your cousin and your sibling. Them niggas ain't never left the block. All right. Have you picked up bad habits due to your close friends? And are they even invested in your personal development? Close friends and siblings could be disclosing something important around this time. All right, Leo sun, Leo risings.